Hi, we're in our senior years. Dee is 62 and I will be 60 at the end of the year. We both enjoy making and eating good, healthy food. We have had vegetable gardens through the years, and there is nothing more rewarding than harvesting your dinner from your own garden. In a moment, I'll share a snapshot of our meals. Hopefully you'll get some inspiration from it. Needless to say, through the years we moved less and sat in front of computers during the day and in front of the TV at night. Don't get me wrong, when it comes to work, we're definitely not lazy. We will work anybody much younger than us under the table. Unfortunately, we're not fond of going to gyms. We will go for a leisurely walk, which doesn't really get the heart rate up. So, over the years, the weight crept up. We would undertake all sorts of diets or lifestyle changes to get rid of the excess weight, and sometimes, much to my or our disappointment, would even put on some weight on these diets/weight management supplements. There were the one or two eating regimes where we would see results. We would maintain those principles and it would become part of our lifestyle. All along, under the impression that we're eating healthy, we could only blame our portion sizes and a lack of exercise on the weight piling up some more. For a long time now, Dee has not been feeling 100%. He has an extremely high tolerance level or pain threshold, and at times he would even surprise our doctor at how sick he is and still just keep on keeping on. The long and short of it is, Dee was diagnosed as having full-blown diabetes. For years he was on Metformin. Unfortunately, his blood sugar levels went sky high and he was put on insulin. His blood sugar levels remained high, so he kept on increasing the insulin units as instructed by the healthcare professionals. And then we started doing our own research and the lights came on. This is what we've learned so far. The metformin he has been taking for years has got horrible side effects that nobody tells you about. The more weight you carry, the more insulin you need. And the more insulin you use, the more weight is put on. If that's not a vicious circle, then I don't know. The juices we thought was so good for us, as we would easily have our 5 a day before breakfast, were in fact packed with natural sugars, carbohydrates. The only fruit that is low in carbs are strawberries, raspberries and blueberries. One of the primary functions of carbohydrates is to provide your body with energy. Most of the carbohydrates in the food you eat are digested and broken down into glucose before entering the bloodstream, and what the body doesn't use gets stored as fat. Do not eat any vegetables that are grown under the ground. This is a good rule to remember. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots, even onions are high in carbs and sugars. Stay away from anything low fat. They are loaded with added sugar and sodium to compensate for the removal of the fat content. Don't be fooled by diet and healthy claims on packaged foods. Best to stay clear of these. If it comes in a box or has a label, they are not whole foods and will have a long list of ingredients. Eat only real food. The different spikes you get with carbs, protein and fats. Now we understand why we are always hungry. We started eating low carb, high fat or keto, restricting our daily carbohydrates to less than 20 grams per day. This should, in due course, bring down the blood glucose, which then forces the body to look for fat for energy elsewhere, and in theory should start burning all that excess stored body fat. Wouldn't that be nice? The insulin unit should drastically reduce, and so will the blood pressure medication, as well as the heartburn and the cholesterol medication. I would call this a win. It's early days, as it's only been a week, and already we are seeing results. Dee has decreased his insulin units from 44 to 20. He noticed a change in his blood sugar reading after the first day. That's phenomenal. Imagine the changes over a long period of time. I've stopped taking my heartburn medication. We're a little reluctant to stop taking our blood pressure meds without medical advice. We've purchased a blood pressure machine and will monitor how this is tracking. I must admit, Dee is looking better and functioning with a lot more clarity. We're going for daily walks and will incrementally increase the distance. This is bound to have a positive result. We've started intermittent fasting and are coping remarkably well. This involves skipping breakfast and restricting our daily eating period to 8 hours, effectively fasting for 16 hours. We are eating less as the food we eat is filling us up and keeping us satisfied for longer. We've increased our alkaline water intake, so should start seeing clearer skin and brighter eyes, etc. As promised, for a snapshot of our meals, please click on the link in the description below.
Please take a moment to subscribe and remember to click the bell icon so you are notified of new content, notifications, and giveaways.
Thanks for watching and have a most outstanding day.